welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on a phrase that seems simple, but it holds a whole world of meaning. I love you. We've gathered our sources to really try and understand how we use English to express, love, affection, all those deep feelings. It's more than just the words.
Absolutely. It's fascinating, isn't it, how just 3 words can be so direct, yet so open to interpretation. It really depends on who's saying it, the context, how it's said.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll be looking at the whole spectrum, all the ways English speakers show these, well, powerful emotions. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's really out there.
Okay, great. And maybe before we jump into the deep end, let's just quickly touch on some key ideas.
Good idea.
First, affection. That sort of warm feeling, fondness, maybe shown with a kind letter or just a nice gesture.
Right, like she showed her affection, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Then romantic, which is a pretty clear love between partners.
Candlelight dinners and all that.
And then the idea of a crush, that initial, often quite intense feeling of liking someone, maybe secretly.
Ah, yes, the classic crush, like having one on someone in your English class, maybe.
Totally. Okay, so let's dive in. The big one. I love you. 3 little words, but wow, they carry some weight.
They really do. That directness, it's undeniable. That's partly where the power comes from, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But what's so interesting is how many other ways English has found to kind of circle around that main idea. Each one has its own subtle shade of meaning.
Right. Okay, so if I love you is like the sun.
Yeah.
What are some of the other planets orbiting around it, emotionally speaking?
Well, a common one you hear is, I care about you.
Okay.
That often comes up in friendships or maybe family settings. It shows genuine concern that you value their well-being, but it doesn't necessarily scream romance.
Gotcha.
Or you could say, you mean a lot to me. That really emphasizes their importance in your life.
Yeah, those feel really grounded. They
Oh.
build connection without maybe the same intensity. But what happens when you do want to dial up that intensity a bit?
Well, then you might get into things like, I'm crazy about you.
Okay, yeah, that sounds more energetic.
Definitely. It has that feeling of strong infatuation, maybe a bit playful, often in the earlier stages of romance.
Right.
And then there's a more straightforward one. I have strong feelings for you. It's like clearly stating, okay, something significant is happening here emotionally.
So it sounds like there's a whole spectrum. You've got the gentle I care moving towards these clearer statements of, well, deeper feelings.
Exactly.
What about more casual situations, like talking to a good friend, maybe signing off an email?
Yeah, good point. In those cases, you might hear something really breezy like, love ya.
Oh, yeah, definitely hear that a lot.
It's shortened, super informal, great between friends, sometimes family. It just takes the weight off a bit.
Right.
Then there's something like, you're the best. That's more about appreciation, showing high regard for someone.
Acknowledging something they did, or just them in general.
Precisely. And I adore you is another one. It's warm, it's fond. Maybe a bit lighter than a full-blown romantic I love you, but still very positive.
These are great. Having these different shades really helps express things more accurately. Maybe we could look at an example, see how this might play out. Let's imagine 2 people, say Alex and Jamie.
Yeah, hearing it in action really helps cement the nuances.
Okay, so Alex starts, maybe a bit nervously.
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Mm.
And Jamie says, of course. What's up?
Okay.
Then Alex maybe takes a breath. I've been meaning to say this for a while. I love you.
Okay, pause there. That opening from Alex. I've been meaning to say this for a while. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, what does that signal?
Well, it suggests this isn't just a spur-of-the-moment thing. There's been thought behind it. It kind of softens the landing for the I love you, makes it feel less abrupt, but also underlines the sincerity.
That's a really good point. It adds vulnerability, thoughtfulness. Okay, so Jamie hears this and responds, I love you too. That means so much to me.
Right. And that second part, that means so much to me, is key. It's not just saying me too. It's acknowledging the impact of Alex's words, validating the courage it took to say them.
Yeah, that validation feels important.
Yeah.
Alex then adds, I was nervous, but I wanted to be honest, which I think is super relatable.
Oh, absolutely. Expressing these deep feelings can be nerve-wracking.
And Jamie wraps it up with, I'm really glad you told me. You're special to me.
See, and that last line from Jamie is also quite telling. They've already said, I love you too, but adding you're special to me just reinforces it. It adds another layer of warmth, of reassurance.
It does.
It kind of shows how we often layer these phrases to really get the full depth of feeling across.
Absolutely. It's like the I love you opens the door, and then these other expressions add more detail, more texture to the feeling. Well put. Okay, so we've looked at the direct "I love you," some alternatives, casual uses, and seen it in a conversation. Now, maybe we can dig into some more uh, nuanced, romantic, or affectionate phrases, things that add even more depth to your emotional toolkit.
Yeah, let's do that. These often capture specific facets of love. For instance, what about "I have fallen for you"? What does that phrase suggest to you?
I've fallen for you. It sounds almost involuntary, like stumbling into love, a natural process you couldn't quite control.
Exactly. It often marks that shift, the beginning of romantic love, where liking turns into something deeper. There's a vulnerability there, an admission of being swept up.
Right.
Then there's one you hear more and more, "You're my person." What's the feeling behind that one?
Oh, you're my person. That feels profound. Like it goes beyond just romance sometimes. It suggests a really deep connection. Maybe your ultimate confidant, someone who just gets you.
Precisely. It's about that deep sense of belonging, of being fundamentally understood, your go-to person, essential to your life. Okay, how about something simpler, like "Being with you makes me happy"?
Ah, that one's simple, but feels incredibly genuine. It directly links your happiness to their presence. No ambiguity there.
And sometimes that directness is the most powerful thing. It's just a clear statement about the positive impact they have. Very clear, very heartfelt.
Definitely.
And one more. "I feel safe with you." That one seems to carry a particular kind of weight.
It really does. Safe. That implies deep trust. Security. Not just physically maybe, but emotionally too. Like you can truly be yourself, vulnerabilities and all.
Yes. It speaks volumes about the comfort and peace that person brings. It's a cornerstone of deep, trusting love, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. So maybe to let these sink in, we should just quickly replay that Alex and Jamie chat, listening again with these other phrases in mind.
Good idea. Reinforces how these things work together.
Okay, here it is again.
Yeah.
Alex, hey, can I tell you something?
Jamie, of course. What's up?
Alex, I've been meaning to say this for a while. I love you.
Jamie. Oh, I love you too. That means so much to me.
Alex, I was nervous, but I wanted to be honest.
Jamie. I'm really glad you told me. You're special to me. Yeah, even hearing it again, you notice how Alex's opener sets the stage and Jamie's responses build on that initial declaration, different phrases doing different jobs.
Totally. And, well, that kind of brings us towards the end of our exploration today, looking at I love you and all its variations in English, whether it's romance, friendship, family, just being able to say how you feel. Genuinely, it's incredibly powerful. It really builds those deeper connections.
Absolutely. And the key thing, really, running through all of this is sincerity. You can know all the phrases, but if the feeling isn't real behind the words, well, that's what truly matters, that authenticity.
Well said.
Right.
So hopefully you listening now feel like you have a richer sense of the ways you can, express what's in your heart in English. From the core, I love you, to maybe you're my person, or I feel safe with you.
And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other parts of relationship language could we explore? Maybe how we navigate disagreements or express gratitude, even the language around apologies or forgiveness in relationships. Lots of possibilities there.
Definitely food for thought. What parts of communication in relationships are you curious about? Let us know.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your ideas.
Until our next deep dive, keep noticing the power of words in your own connections. And remember, just expressing how you feel authentically. That's what counts.